Now, I would rate Himalayas as the most environmental friendly place I have been to. I was serving there late 60s for about 2 years. What attracted me most was the flora and the fauna, the hills and the snow-clad mountains. I still rate Himalayas the best tourism destination. Apart from the reasons stated, people and the mountains are still unaffected by the so-called civilization in the plains. I was commanding a paramilitary force for 2 years, the late 60s. I would feel very nostalgic about the Lohit river, which is the source of Brahmaputra, and the rope bridges connecting two streams, and the wildlife untouched by the plain civilization. And of course, the beauty of the snow-clad mountains, which I used to see every morning. You know, it's just opposite to my commanding officer's bungalow. So when you get out, the first thing you see is the snow. We have been spending mostly the childhood days in Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu, if you say some of the places in Tirunelveli district, there is what you call the Papanasam range down south in Tirunelveli, and you have got that Manimuttar hills, the tea gardens there, because where my father used to serve, we used to go with him sometimes on camps. The whole world is facing the emerging phenomenon called the global warming. Best way to solve it is, create a public awareness, mass awareness, and more than the governmental initiatives, getting the NGOs involved in a big way. The city of Chennai is the filth both in the Kuvam and Adayar. I think they have become the breeding ground for mosquitoes. They are trying to see, they have been off and on saying that they are having some project to clean up the thing. But my own feeling is that, as I said earlier, involve, make it a public movement. Government acting as only as a catalyst. Everywhere in the Kanchipuram district, every arterial road, there are filth, a lot of garbage and all that. Why don't we involve the NSS, the student bodies? When I was in NEFA commanding a paramilitary, I was coming back from Assam side after visiting some other thing the other end of Assam. Then you have to cross Brahmaputra. One day I was stuck in the middle of Brahmaputra because of heavy smoke from the banks and the boatmen losing visibility. We got stuck throughout the night, bitten by mosquitoes and gusty winds. Only after the sunrise, the visibility became clearer, and then they went to the other side of the NEFA side. We have to create enough awareness among the people. You see, the government initiatives is all bogged down by bureaucratic procedure, red tapeism and all that. Creating awareness, now the people are fairly convinced about the harmful created by the use of plastics. Then you will have to have a lot of garden space. You have to have a schedule and systematic disciplined throwing garbage only to the dustbins. And as far as possible, you use bicycles or the pool car method, because the carbon monoxide which the cars emit is degrading any pollution. Each area should have a park, a green park, and the maintenance should be left to totally to only the people of that area. They can form some committees and all that. I am not saying the government has no responsibility, but they should not think everything the government will do and we can keep quiet and criticize the government if they. Unless they take care of the parks or green areas, they won't have involvement.